All right. So, hello. This is EJ LeBlanc, and this is my son Eric LeBlanc, and we're here today to talk to you about what uh, you know we've been talking about 22 veterans a day killing themselves specifically because they don't have the in my experience, I know I desperately needed the tools and wherewithal uh, in order to focus on positive things and learn how to deal with negative thoughts and learn how to deal with negative emotions. And it's very difficult to do that in a toxic culture that teaches you, well, this is what it means to be a man, and you don't talk about your feelings, and all sorts of stuff that we have in our culture today that doesn't make any sense. And whenever we don't allow men in particular to share and be whole and vulnerable, it causes crazy stuff to happen. And so, no wonder, right? Like, no wonder we're having a hard time with our emotions and with, you know, and and having all these problems, one of which probably results from people committing suicide in so many ways. And so, for my fellow vets, I'm probably doing a terrible job of communicating this message. But I want to do more than just do 22 push-ups to remember. I want to like share things that have worked for me that have helped me through very difficult times. Um, and speaking of shining lights, this is my son, and it happens to be his 13th birthday, which we're pretty excited about. And he actually is definitely a partner with me on my journey towards joy. And we talked earlier about how there was the 40 days, and this is the 40 days. And again, by this is 40 days specifically to a joy filled life, and it's part of the 4-8 principle, which is based off of Philippians 4:8 by Tommy Newberry. And um, so every day you would go through and you would do a challenge, and we're picking this one here, 32. You are good at certain stuff for a reason, and it's the joy of using your strengths. And so it talks about, and so you would go through, you would do the activities, you would do the meditation, if you will, and then you would do these activities, and then you would have this make it stick thought of the day. And my son, as he was doing this, he would write out each one day by day, and we would write it, and he would write it on the fridge, like he would take the sheet of paper and put it on the fridge. And so, at any rate, what did you think about the program? What did you think?
I liked it, and it was it really changed my perspective on, like, I guess, like, how to be happy and um, trying to be joyful in all parts of your life.
Awesome. Um, did you discover any strengths? While you're going through this.
Um, mm, Not that I can think of right.
Yeah, definitely no pressure. Um, so was the did you find this helpful? Did you find this helpful?
Yes,
Yeah. Uh,
it
yeah.
helped me treat my brother better.
Helped you treat your brother better. That's good. That's always good. And so yeah, man. I just um, so on that light, it just so happens that I was focusing on my strengths lately too, and I took this test. That's part of it's called the Clifton Strengths Psychology, um, and it's the Clifton StrengthsFinder. And so if you buy a book, with the Clifton Strengths Finder, or this book here, Strengths Based Leadership, you could go, and it comes with this code that obviously I opened this up, um, and you get this unique code where you could go and learn more about your strengths. And the main premise of this book is when you focus on your strengths and the things that you're really good at, um, the secret is not everybody else is good at what you are good at, right? And so, uh, we take it for granted. Like we want to think that, oh, well, I'm just so good at this one thing. Like I saw you in particular, designing, levels on Fortnite, and you were going through and you're setting up the levels, and they were really exciting and they were really fun to go through, and your friends were having a good time going through and doing the parkour and doing the, the exciting, lots of exciting surprises where you land on this one thing and oh, it's actually a man cannon that shoots you up into the sky. You know what I'm talking about. I'm probably doing a terrible job explaining it, but not everybody has that, right? And so, like we just assume that everybody has that, and so it takes someone else to come along and say, hey, you're good at that. And so, in the same way, it took someone else to come along and show me that I'm actually good at strategic thinking. Like that's my, according to this, that's the out of the leadership qualities. That's my forte. Um, and so, I think that whenever we're looking at how to be joyful and how to make the most of our days and how to be more productive, uh, you know, focus on our strengths, focus on the things and even whenever we're approaching something that's difficult, let's focus on what we could, the good that we could bring to bear with a good situation. What do you think about that? Okay. Uh, well, gonna do the 22 push-ups, and again, this is to remember that 22 veterans a day are committing suicide, and this is a tough issue, um, and it's complicated, and I don't mean to make it simple at all. But I want to do my part to let you know that you are loved and that people care about you, and that every single one of you out there, you're important, you're needed, and we you are loved. All right, so yeah, now time for push-ups. All right, so let's knock these out. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You want to. It's up to you. Okay. All right, let's go, man. All right. How you want to do it?
Just right here.
Okay. Ready? So, and just do the best you can. We're gonna go for 22, but if you have to do the knee thing, whatever. Yeah. But it looks like you're squared away. So, ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Doing great. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Good job, son. Good job. All right. See ya. Thank you.